Okay, so this is on our main account, right?
Yeah, my main
Yeah.
account.
So what's going on in this game? So what are we thinking about the draft or the matchups in general?
I'm thinking. Let me just remind myself. So I've no. Well, I don't have that much set up top. So we're in top. So I'm pathing Bob probably
Mhm.
because we have some setup with Tom. And Jake will probably go look to like early gank bot. So probably go like ping them away from there, like ping them to early ward, and then I'll just try to secure my full cure.
Yep, full coverage would be nice. And yeah, this is a lot of TPs in this game. Yeah, it's probably going to be a lot of bot action
Yeah,
here. Obviously, the solo lanes are pretty like gankable when you have an opportunity to do so. But yeah, just focus on farming up this game because again, like J4 falls off like to you so fucking hard if you
yeah,
do get your full clear off a few times. So yeah, but yeah, we definitely do want to tell them to board or somehow be able to deny this early gank to the bottom line. We actually start on red side out of the blue side. It's fine. So yeah, nothing weird here. This should be pretty safe for you. I think your unless your Tarpken just goes in, the enemy bot lane should get pushed. So the reason why the enemy bot lane usually gets the push in this matchup is because they have double range, right?
double ring. Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
good. Grab the start. Awesome. So he starts red buff. Oh wait, I actually missed that. Jesus Christ, the mana is actually horrendous on this champion with the red side style. Holy. I understand why everyone wants to start blue actually. So yeah, GP shows early. Yeah, it's a bot leash. Also, one more thing actually. I guess this kind of champion, J4. So we recognize that this game is like a really bot heavy play or bot heavy game. So when
Right.
you
So he's
do
gonna like
actually
try to
start,
same side gank.
yeah, well, not the same side gank, but this guy can really easily split the map, right? He can force the split map with level 2 over the trade pit and to split the map. Take your camps and your blue side camps, and then
Oh,
there's nothing you can do. So that's something you have to ward against. Uh,
that's true. That's true.
so especially these like level 2 gank. So champions who has dash, jungler who has dash, can force split. Like this is something I do on Graves, for example, a lot. Like I just jump the wall and take the blue. Even if they have it warded, it doesn't matter. I just like stay and fight because the laners are level 1. If they stay for too long, they are fucked anyway. So like it's something you have to consider when the really only good gankable lane here is the bot lane, and we obviously don't want to give the J4 the full control of the bot lane. It's actually pretty huge thing we missed there.
That's true. I forgot about that. I consider that a lot when I'm going against Graves and Nidalee and Kindred,
Yeah.
but not against J4. But he has the same wall jumping, like you said.
Yep. Yep. He has the same. Yep. And you don't probably even need like a jump. Like some people just like walk, but yeah, I mean this is iffy. But yeah, I would mostly expect it from people. Like especially when he starts red side here as well. Like it's kind of sussy. Like what's he
Yeah,
gonna
why would he start red side? He's good.
do? Yeah,
Unless
exactly.
he's either gonna vertical or he's gonna same side.
Yeah. Yep. We do have the Traverse board. That's good. Unless he comes from River. Okay. First split. Against it. Yeah, I mean this J4 is his best creep in the game. Oh, that's fucking nice.
Yep.
Yep,
Now
we
he
just
just
get
goes
like
top
free
for no
full
reason.
clear. Yeah, this is fucking
Yeah.
good. Yeah, the game is looking really nice right now. Good. But is pushing out. It's a pretty hard dive. Even though we do have Tom Kenshi's not that tanky at the start of the game. Yeah, they're pretty much full HP. There's no dive here.
Yeah. No chance.
Yep. Mid lane dies. He's actually coming to contest his Scuttle. So this is a moment where I want to check the CS. Uh, actually, I wanted to check the CS. We actually did properly when he shows mid for the first time. We check here. I mean, he obviously did 3 camps, right? because he
Yep,
showed me at
yep.
level 3. So here's when I want to check the CS, because now the Scarlet is not even up yet. So there's only like the only way he has gotten CS is one of from these camps here. So if he, for example, if he has 16 CS, I would assume unless he has blue buff, he has taken probably wolves.
He
So
has
what
blue.
that
Yeah,
means is
I saw.
yeah, so he's gonna be on the map still like 320. He's probably gonna take these camps. He's probably gonna take the Scala. He's gonna be on the map for a long time. You have an opportunity to maybe look for an instant invade on the Crux, for example, stuff like that. But they're especially
Well, that's
important
true.
against
Yeah.
like same side gankers, and people who generally keep wasting time after like, uh, oh, people who like, for example, at the end of their full clear, they like stick around for so long that the camps actually spawn here. It's really good to just like go and invade their shit. Actually, I have a. This is something I've kind of started using myself recently. I think I have one of those here saved.
Scripts. I
Bro, I
like
was
that clip.
scripting.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah, I was fucking nutty that game. um, yeah, so here's an enemy tree camp. Let's actually see. This is something I do a lot now. Basically, I've come to the conclusion that tree camping is fucking death sentence in this meta because the counter jungle debuff doesn't exist anymore. So but it's not necessarily that I insta invade. It's just I full clear all the way. Especially since you like playing full clear junglers, this will definitely apply to you as well. So yeah, let's see. Let's clear my jungle. Where's the gank? I think he can stop. Where is he? Should be ganking around now. What is this game? Okay, so yeah, there he goes. He's actually really late for this level 3 gank anyway, but he goes for same side gank.
Yep.
And of course, I'm a bit faster, but it doesn't matter how fast you are. Uh, like as long as you full clap before the scuttle spawns here. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm not gonna stick around for the scuttle. I think I actually look for invade here. Oh yeah, this game I look for invade. Since I also had a gank opportunity here, and then I have Kama has enough HP so I can look for this invade. But here we just like kill him off here anyway. So here obviously I cannot go for the invade because the enemy bot is coming back to the lane. So what I have an option. This guy has 12 CS, right? He has done these
Yep.
3 camps. It's 3 minutes 40 seconds. I just base and run instant to his
Oh, run
camps.
to his raptors.
Yeah, because he will always be taking these camps, and they will always
Yeah,
be
of
taking
course.
all of the 3 camps here on the same side. They always want to clear the quadrant.
Yeah, full
That's
quadrant.
yeah, that's something. That's also something. If you do go for an extended play at the end of your full clear stuff like that, you want to be on your camps as soon as possible, especially if you're patting opposite, or even if you're patting identical, because this just happens. Like I just get away with this every game I do this when this happens, and I just get away with it. He actually goes for bot play, but that's like irrelevant. He will always lose his camps, and then he's kind of lost in the game, because if he comes to invade me, then like the invade has to be there to begin with. So this is definitely something you want to kind of like add into your playbook. Always look for the opportunity to be on these camps on spawn, the second rotation camps.
Yeah, that's a good point. Don't really like how you planned it out far in advance. I never do that,
Yep,
even though I easily could, because we know Lee Sin should be bots out there, because he
yep,
has his 3 camps there, quadrant, full quadrant to clear.
yep, exactly. And they always fucking create the full quadrant as well. But yeah, it's like one of those really like tiny like tiny windows you just want to kind of add into your playbook.
Yep.
Love this war. Let's go. Love it. Awesome. I've been thinking about since they actually added this time to the ward. I think we gotta find out some. Yeah, so he actually goes for this extended play at the end of the full clear. Awesome.
Yeah,
Like
and
we can
then
just
I
stick
can
around.
yeah, I can stick around. I can gank bot, and then I can even go Krugs after, because he's standing on
Yep,
for
exactly. He's
top a
still
lot.
there. Yeah, the Crocs are really nearby. Okay. Let's see. I think we just push it out and don't risk it. Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely not here, because he died top.
Oh yeah, he died top as well. Love this. I'm willing to die for this. If we do get the kill, oh yeah, ooh, let's go. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I mean now it's just game over.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There's
But
no
we
coming
lost
back.
this game somehow. That's the funny part.
Okay, this. Yeah, I mean, at this point, like 5 minutes into the game, we are 3-0 on Hecarim. The game is on us.
Yep.
LOL. Yeah, yeah, okay. At this point, the game is on us. But yep, really good. So again, what I really like about this dive is that like we are going for this dive like willing to die, and I love that because again, like we are playing carry jungle. Fuck, I always forget to type these fucking things out when I'm explaining them. Uh, but yeah, the reason why I love this dive is we get to actually deny this fucking cock massive wave here. We have a cannon wave crashing. This guy was just like be chilling here. Like I'm willing to die for this. And the other reason
Yep.
is I'm more than willing to trade gold or trade kills early game when I'm carry jungle. Because again, like I value my gold over the enemy ADC's gold because your gold becomes online much faster than the enemy ADC's gold, right?
Yeah, I spike much faster.
Yeah, exactly. And in general, like junglers ahead, it's usually a dead sentence to the entire map. ADC fed, maybe on the Baron fight, you know? So stuff like that. And I always fucking look to trade kills, and especially when it's like a really high impact kill here as well. This guy will always greed for this wave. He's really low
Yep.
HP. Jinx gets away. It's huge if we kill this guy. Even if we get the trade, this guy is fucked. Like he's actually fucked in the game, and it's awesome.
Looking back at it, I'm a little bit concerned because we saw J4 die top like 20 seconds ago before we pushed the wave, so he probably could have came down here by now,
Yeah,
I think. So, but I don't think I realized that in game. But looking back at it, I'm a bit concerned because if J4 would have came here and like countered that
you should look when he did die.
before the wave crashed, before we crashed the wave. Yeah, right there.
Okay, so he dies. Yeah. So oh fuck.
Yeah,
My
so I
left
feel like
arrow
he
doesn't
definitely could
work.
have made it.
I want to see. Okay, so the general timer for this as well is like 30 seconds, 28 seconds from
Oh
base
what?
to from base to
Oh
lane.
oh
From base to lane, 28 seconds. So this is like the general time. Of course, when you're facing champions like let's say Krakus is a bit faster with the E, Kindred,
Riven.
J4, they're like a few seconds faster. Kindred is a
Yeah
bit
yeah
more faster, but you get the point. But the general idea is when they die and they come back from base with home guard, it's going to be 28 seconds. So that's the time you can kind of like get into your playbook. For example, again, like, okay, 5 seconds he's gonna spawn. And then like what I do usually I just like, okay, he's spawning now. I look at the clock and I'm like, okay, I have like 20 seconds to make this play happen if I want to make something happen. And then I have to like leave because it's gonna be over. So we can actually look
yeah.
at that. So yeah, he could definitely be here actually.
Yep.
I don't know why he's not here. Like,
Yeah, because he cleared his top side. He cleared it, so he should be coming back to bot quadrant now. So I don't know where he is.
yeah, maybe he's
He's not going to Krugs or Raptors or anything.
I don't know. Maybe he's taking your camps.
Oh, could be, could be.
This is weird.
No, but he died. Actually, maybe.
You're
But
playing
that
Divine
would mean
again?
he died and ran my top camps.
Yep. Are you playing Divine normally or just this game?
Usually I swap between either like lethality or divine based on like enemy champs. Like
What
if
is
they're
this
playing
J for
like
doing, man? What the
I
fuck?
know.
Okay,
It's
again, I
so
want to check
confusing.
CS, so I know if I have these camp options here.
Yeah, that's true.
So, so again, like, as we talked about before, like every time enemy makes a play, I want to like make a counterplay. But the other type of counterplay, you don't always have to gank or take an objective. You also have this like mini objective. I think last time we talked about coming up with mini objectives in the games.
Yeah,
So, for example,
mechanics.
the invades here. So definitely, I want you to track more of the CS, like track general CS numbers, especially in early
Definitely.
game, because it's so much easier during the early game, of course, because the CS numbers are so low. Like you can kind of predict stuff like that. So definitely want to check that always when I see the enemy jungle, especially early game. But yep, we're just full claim back towards bottom now. Jesus Christ, it works. Oh my god. Yep, body's pushing up. We're really close to 6. I want to see some. I want to see some mid-fight skill level up here potentially. No
I
need, I
should have
guess.
smited one of those minions for it.
Ooh, I don't think it does give you. Yep, yep. Pretty safe to say. J4 top side. Chickens no flash. So this is not a really big thing here actually in the mid lane. I love this. This is a really big thing here in the mid lane. This is something I use all the time when planning for invades as well. So your mid laner dies. What's gonna happen? The Vex is gonna push out the wave, and again, like what laners do, they always crash the wave before they reset. So what she's gonna do is she crashes the wave. She actually doesn't reset here. But the point is, Syndra is able to come back to the lane faster than the Vex because Syndra got solo
Yeah.
killed.
Yep. Even though she got solo kill, we have the prio.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have Prion like when Syndra comes back to lane because again, like the wave is
Yep.
gonna bounce and then it's gonna crash and then like it's like a fucking slow fucking bounce simulator uh, in this game, the mid lane. Syndra gets solo guild. We'll have Prior upon arrival. Of course, TP kind of cheats this in a way. If Vex's TP, she could just TP straight back, contest the wave, and go for Drake or stuff like that. But again, like we killed the bot lane. J4 is on the B top side. We are level 6. J4 is not 6 because he's being creeped the whole game. It's pretty safe to do this Drake. I love this. Good. J4 actually bot. Wow. That's fine. Tom gets his roam in top, which is awesome, but he's level 4, which is kind of sad. But yeah, this mid kind of like tempo trick is something I use all the time when like people that level 3 ganks on mid, for example. Let's just invade their second buff with my mid laner because they will have prio. It's like super easy to expect. Definitely
Yep.
another thing you always have to be kind of calculating for. It's super nice this guy actually roams for this. It's kind of weird. He's still level. Like he came top level 4 at 8 minutes. Usually supports want to get level 8 before coming for this. Herald. Okay. Wow. I can't believe we lose to this J4 man.
Yep.
I'm actually excited to see what's gonna happen in this game because it's really good so far. What becomes the
we have
problem?
all.
The GP
It,
Vex?
it. It was never. It was just Vex. Everyone else was useless. It was just Vex
Okay.
had like 30 kills or something.
Oh yeah, really good. So here's a moment when I would probably look to skip my trucks here, just in case. So the J4 again, like he doesn't have any options left. So here we are kind of like relying on the mind game. Okay, he's not gonna come for the top camps because Isis was shown to enter in this top side, so let's go to bot side. So
Yeah.
this is not the option you can make, of course. You usually do end up going for the top side, though. No. Okay, so we do end up going for the top side anyway. So I actually don't like this reset. I like the fact that you get this item. Uh, the reason why I don't like this reset because again like on doesn't have TP or on doesn't have ult yet, and again like we are not really looking towards ganking this top line anyway. So if we end up using our ult and coast there, which is like kind of expected since we are ganking GP, uh, we are not gonna able to utilize this item power spike and the ult and the sums on the bot lane. So the reason,
That's true.
so I would have wanted you to just like take your camps here. That's kind of create the recall. So the reason why I say like stuff like okay, it's just recall when you have like the item power spike and stuff like that. That's like kind of like a fundamental or like a basic rule. It's never like always true, you know. Basic rule is never always true. I know this sounds confusing, but like we have to actively think about okay, what's the best solution to do here. So when I talk about like uh, going to GM and Challenger is all about like optimizing those really small things. This is one of those things. We want to be able to take these camps off the map. So again, like we have 6 camps up now. I always want to have at least some camps respawning when I'm playing a full clear jungle, especially when I'm ahead. So for example, if you watch my games, uh, I have been streaming a lot of them. Let's see, what's my name? Oh, which is jump scare. So on this camp, I have really fucking high CS numbers because all I do is farm camps. All I do is
Yep.
farm camps, and I just win games, man. It's so simple. Like, and this is what I do all the time. Like, I just want to have camps respawning at all times. It's gonna elevate your XP and call for minutes so much more. For example, here I'm not too worried about like my bot lane dying here. Tomcat is surely gonna hit 6 soon. If the J4 is gonna die, probably not, unless Vex is gonna come as well. But then it's gonna be a 4v3 dive. Do want to go for it anyway? So the point here is that I want to take these bot camps off. because I want to use my stuff. I want to use my power spike. I want to use. Actually, I don't have the timer as well. I mean, battery call. Want to use power spike. Ult cost on bot lane. So again, like really big thing. We have Herald. We have item power spike. We have sounds. Like we are so fucking ready to go. But I just want to like maximize the kind of like min max the golden XP. Look to get camps respawning before heading to play. So again, like at this point of the game, we are in control of the game,
Yep,
right?
full control.
Yeah, we are in full control, and we want to be as fed as possible, as strong as possible, of course. So yeah, but yeah. So we end up going for the bot side anyway. So you can see how this is kind of like we are on the top side anyway, and like we are not where we want to be, you know. So you're just taking these camps anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or maybe after I took J4 Blue Grump and Wolves, maybe I could have reset there and ran to like fight bot or like invade J4's bot side because I'm super strong, Ghost Ult and
Yep,
Mythic.
yep, that's the other option. But this is like the worst option basically because we've already on the
Yeah,
top side.
yeah,
We reset,
yep.
we come back to the top side. Like it's just
Yeah,
super
I'm
bad.
I'm the, I'm the strongest where I'm at, but I'm just full clearing
Yep,
instead of fighting or using anything.
yep. Full clear is fine here. I don't really mind about the full clear. We still want to go for the bot play, which we probably do end up going for. Really good. Time gets 6. These guys are really gankable for us. Awesome, fucking good stuff. Yep. J4 ins again. Oh, Vex is here. Maybe not. Look at the wave. It's not a big deal. So here I want to see you push the next wave as well. Okay, maybe not. So here again, like we are the Fed member. I don't give a shit about this guy. Like, he can get a roam timer, bro. I'm just taking the fucking cat away.
That's true. That's true.
Again, like when you are playing these kind of champions like Graves, Kindred, heck, you just have to be like kind of like a fucking really racist jungler. It's just like take everything, man. Especially like you're kind of craving this guy, but not really, because then he can like go fight at the mid lane, for example, stuff like that. Again, like when you're playing in really high elo, like people don't really mind that too much. Like they know you are the win condition in this game. They want to get you the most gold here.
Yep.
So, yeah. Another thing is we could have done just shove the wave, use Herald here, stuff like that. Again, like funnel more gold into us. Another thing is Herald is running out, time is running out, stuff like that. Or
Yep.
plays are running out.
I usually like to sync my Herald with Drake so that I can like make them like contest
Yeah, yeah,
either
yeah.
send someone mid.
Yep, that's a good plan. That's usually what I do uh, when I'm like more even or when behind. When I'm ahead, Herald is extremely fucking good when you're ahead. So basically, the way I think about the Herald is that when I'm ahead, I don't mind the enemy being able to sneak away the Herald. I don't really care because the losing team is rarely able to utilize the Herald anyway. Herald is
That's
really
true.
good when ahead because you are the one who gets to create the opportunities to use the Herald. So this is something I usually do uh, when I'm more even in the game. This is kind of an even game, but like we are really strong in this game, for example. But again, what I like to do, I want to maximize the gold. I usually want to go for the most plates. I don't really care about the mid prior here. So, yep, I think we just take the mid turret. No point entering there. We get some plates. Awesome. Good, and go still his camps. Awesome. Love this. Really good. Holy, this fact is really hurting.
Yep. He did so much damage.
Yep. So we really need to look towards building some magic resist here. Okay. Let's see what goes so bad here. I think the Vex is just like really fucking far ahead now. What does the Jinx do? Does the Jinx even get plates here? I hope she does.
Yeah. Maybe I just
It
shouldn't have
is.
started it because it's 4v5.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
my thought.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Because
Also,
we are
one.
super strong,
Yeah,
but we're not
another
like
thing here.
4v5 strong.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could be 4v5 strong if we had Arnold. Arnold is really fucking big, but we don't actually have it. So this is another thing you have to look out for. Like, we can go for the 4v5, but we have to like have like really strong position in terms of ults and positioning. So yeah, yeah. I mean, the difference just brings us no safety at this point anymore. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, the main thing here is that we start the 4v5 and we don't have one of the most important ults here. The sooner, like, when you think about like teamfight impacting ults, you and Ornn are the most important ones. These three are not that important.
Yeah, they all still matter.
Yep. What the hell? Enforcing unfair fight. So again, like like what we have talked about before, we always want to be uh, we always want to make the fight as unfair as possible. So when we are going into 4v5, it's by default it's a bad situation. But then again, like we really have to be like in a strong position to do so. But yeah, I mean it's unfortunate. This is no the ADC gets the bounty. Let's see. Everybody's coming up soon. Lex is getting spoon fed. Oi oi oi. Goes in 4 seconds. Can we get it? Flash as well. Oh wow.
So tragic there.
Do we die here? Wow,
Yep.
there's a wrecker. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. No, it's hard. Yep. At this point, we have to concede the Herald. Farm camps again. Farm camps, go get your bot wave, whatever. Again, I want to make as much money as possible. We are not really in a position to contest the track anyway. We are kind of off the map. Okay. The Vexes have TP here though, so I'm not too worried about this. But again, like the Arnold, Arnold is so big. I just want to fight the Arnold. The other thing is, Suntra did have TP, but we didn't actually get to wait for the Suntra to come here. Also, yeah, Suntra is not that strong here. Yeah, I guess the main thing here is that we are kind of like going from, we're kind of like really fishing for the Vex here. Yeah, but she was solo HP. I would definitely go for this as well. So, I really blame you.
Yeah, the 1k shutdown.
Yeah, the 1k shutdown. Maybe this build just sucks cock, man. I don't know.
It usually feels good. It's just maybe I just need to buy a Grievous after Mythic.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, actually, yeah, probably that was it.
yeah, I really love the Divine Sunderer. Like that's how I always played Hecarim. I never liked the lethality stuff. Maybe this game is just not that good. They have like, well, I guess the J4 is the HP building one. J4 is kind of behind. But yeah, I mean definitely if you only play this build, then play it. But yeah, this game probably would call for the lethality since they have a lot of fucking squishes. They are actually like 4 squishes in J4, and J4 can only dive once, and then you can dive their
Yep.
backline. Okay, so that's pretty bad. So here we are kind of like just running into from team fight to team fight. So again, like you have to at some point just like, okay, it's not fucking working out. I want to again like I want to get some camps off. I want to get some money. Bot wave is crashing. Again, I just want to make as much gold as possible when I'm playing these carry picks. So we're just kind of going for this so kind of desperate picks here. We attacking the turret stuff like that. Just running into the Vex. Vex is getting a lot of resource here.
Yeah,
So
if I
again,
just kept farming with my lead instead of taking those like random team fights, I would be way stronger than J4. Because I just
yeah,
the more I farm, even if both of us are farming, I'd still be way stronger.
yeah, yeah. The J4 is actually catching up on CS as well. And the important thing here is that we need to recognize that okay, we really need to start itemizing against this Vex. And the best way to start itemizing against Vex is to get some fucking gold to actually buy some items. So again, I would say the biggest thing here is that I just want to go for some consistency in this kind of phase. Like this whole sequence is just us going from fight to fight. It's just like, okay, let's just fish for some picks again. Like we are really not in a situation where we need to be fishing for picks. We are still pretty strong in the game and really close to Romana as well. I just want to hit my items. I just want to get some camps off, get some gold. Like when you notice, like we have died 3 times in a row now, I think. So all of our
Yeah.
deaths in this like 2 minute span, like uh, usually like after the second death, we need to realize, okay, it's not working out. So it's like stop trying, kind of catch up on the CS, catch up on the gold, stuff like that. Yeah, really need to wait for chinks. So again, we need to reconnect with chinks. Exhausted. No one focuses the targets. Mm. One thing I'm noticing this game though is that we are really fighting a lot without the Arnold. We just
Yeah,
really want to
every
wait for the
fight.
Arnold. Yeah, actually. Oh no. Game is still winnable, I think. It's not too bad. Maybe. But yeah. Now again, we have 6 camps up. We go for the Drake. Yeah, again. Would be really fucking sad if we did. We don't. Okay, so again, like now, get the fuck out. I just want to hit some camps. I have 6 camps up. I really want to get this off. And really would be looking towards itemizing against this guy. He's 16 and 1. Really need to start buying ammo. Like, just fucking ditch your build and just build Force of Nature, man. Because we do really want the Crevious as well. Uh, I would just let like one of the tanks build Crevious. It's still like almost 3k commitment to an item, which doesn't help us against the actual win condition player the enemy has here. Just the Vex. Wow. This Vex is playing really well though. Props to him.
Yeah.
And he's come back in. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, I mean, yeah. Now it's now it's pretty fucking hard. Okay, so the biggest things here, I would say, kind of like have a priority in looking for ults to use in fights. So, for example, something I always look out for is Raka ult, Ornn ult, Shen ult, stuff like that. Are like really game or team fight, team fight impactful ults. And we always want to utilize them because a lot of these champions which have these really strong ults, they mostly also rely solely on their ult. For example, Hecarim here. I wouldn't want to fight if I was coaching a Jinx player. I would tell him no, don't fight without the fucking Hecarim and Ornn ults here. For example, so that's one thing definitely here. Um,
That's true. Especially with how high range enemy team is with GP, Vex, Zaya.
yeah, so we really want to kind of like one-ball combo them with our ults here. So we have Jinx on you. It's pretty fucking good if we get to like use all those ults. But yeah, at this point it's kind of like GG, and then we are itemizing towards previous wounds here as well. And we really need to start itemizing MR because there's only one carry in the enemy team at this point. But yeah, I like what this guy's doing here. So one thing I'm not gonna be. Maybe we have to be here at the end again. Never mind. Yeah, I mean it's Baron with Herald. Never mind. Scratch what I was saying. I think we just get stomped. So the biggest thing is this game. Uh, So it's like always look out for the ults. So especially every time I look towards ganking top lane, for example, I always want to have the ult available. But especially when we
Yep.
have On. On is such a team fighter. Team fighter ult. He's such a fucking strong team fighter, but he actually just needs the ult. He's like piss useless without the ult.
Yep, that's true.
Also, 9 minute recall and going for the top again. Going for top anyway. It's like horrendous. Uh, so the other option you had was again like go bot insta, uh, use some ult, item power spike to use herald again like to gain more gold, get more value again, final more gold into you. Get off the whole sequence of dying 3 times in a row. It was unfortunate, but again like yeah, guess we were kind of looking for the picks there.
Yeah, it was easily avoidable deaths because I started all of them. But when I start them before I start any fight, I just need to be aware of where my team is, what ults
Yep,
they have, what resources.
yep. The ult is really important. For example, I always like, or I really often I'm like in base. I'm like, oh, Drake is spawning up, and then I think about what ults we have and what ults the enemy has, and I'm like, if they have more good team fighting ults, for example, they have Wukong ult, they have Diana ult, and we don't have like On ult and Hecarim. I'm not gonna go for the Drake at all. I'm just gonna go to the top side of the map and like maybe dive like top lane or some stuff like that. Again, like always look to trade something when you have to give up something. But again, like we have to first recognize that we have to give up something, and a good way to recognize that is by looking at ults, kind of like what I call ult economy. Mm. Yeah, but the good things about this game, uh, well, not necessarily the bot dive. The bot dive was really risky actually, considering
But
considering
getting all
J4
like
died.
counter jungling J4's camps was really good.
Yeah, but that was really good. But yeah, also one more thing. Track C as early game.
Oh yeah,
Track C as
yep.
early game. Definitely the big thing here. So this is gonna probably be a learning objective from this one. What else? Several things. I guess the biggest actual like individual mistake we did here was the 9 minute battery recall. I think that was like a really something we have to be able to recognize in our games. So we have again like freedom on the map. We are really ahead. We determine the pace of the game. So
Yep.
when we determine the pace of the game, I just take the fight whenever the fuck I want to, and whenever the fuck I want to is usually when my camps are down. And again, like I want to always have camps respawning. Again, like when you are behind, then you have to like kind of skip camps and go for ganks when the enemy is into stuff like that. Like when you're this ahead, I wouldn't even care about my team dying. I just want to get my caps off, and then I can like look for plays and stuff like that. Uh, but yeah, also this one from base to lane, 28 seconds. It's a pretty good like thumb rule to kind of keep tracking. So again, like keep in mind when people start spawning up, and you're like, okay, I have this much time to make a play. Uh, and this one, level 2 can get jungler whose dash can force plate ward against it. So
Oh yeah,
especially
yep, yep. That's a
if
really good one.
if bot heavy game. So this can get his message, but yep,
I
also
probably
this, yep.
after I like if J4 didn't die top so early, I could have stayed bot to look for the dive, or I could have gone to his Krugs and respawn Raptors and stuff.
Mm. If he didn't die here, like usually when I go for this play is that when they are, so yeah, he obviously died. If he didn't die, I probably wouldn't go for it. I would take this dive and just reset to my top camps and again like come back down. Even if he didn't
Yeah,
die, but if like he's missing on the map here, I'm like okay, he's coming bot side anyway, so I'm just probably not gonna stick around here.
yeah, it's a bit risky.
Yeah, it's a bit risky. Yeah. So again, usually I want to go for the like the most kind of high percentage invades of all the time. Yep, this is awesome. So far so good. And get the trade. It's pretty much a perfect game until that point. Yeah, check for game here. Yep. I mean, I guess the Vex has got like really fucking out of hand. But yeah, one more thing again, like Phyrexia is early game, and if they have really strong wing con, think about think of how to counter. Think of how to counter,
Oh yeah, the
itemize
late event
against.
you said, like Graves into the J4, Kindred, they can wall hop and vertical jungle.
Yep. Yep. But I was more so talking about the Vex being so fucking strong at like mid game.
Oh yeah, yep.
I don't want to go for anything that doesn't help me against the Vex damage. Pretty much when she's able to one shot us when we are playing like the tankier build as well. So yeah, I think this is just why we lose the game. The first death, and then what what happened after, of course. But yeah, the fight without the Arnold. Again, the really team fight impacting ult here. Because they had all the ults actually. They had literally all the ults. Unless Soraka maybe didn't have ult. But they had Vex, they have GP. GP in this flank is fucking huge. Stuff like that. Obviously we don't know the enemy timers, but again like we can kind of predict that stuff. If they haven't used the ults in a while, again, another thing is you also really want to start learning all the cooldowns in the game in general, like be kind of like actually pretty specific with the timers. For example, Wukong ult. Oops, Wukong lol wiki. These are really important, like especially these like really strong team fight ults. These are the ults I really want to learn. For example, 2 minutes at the start of the game, or level 6, stuff like that. If he uses ult on top dive 1 minute from Drake, he's not gonna have it for Drake. I can just force down the Drake because again, like they have the really strong ult on cooldown. Again, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about like what happened here. Like it's just unfortunate. Like I would go for the same play as you did, chasing the Vex here at 1 HP. It's just
Yeah,
unlucky. But yeah, I mean, so far I think there's still a lot of good learnings here. Uh, and yeah, I wouldn't too worry too much about this game. Like it's just the Vex has got really fucking out of hand.
yeah. Still some good learning. Just apply to all my games though.
Yep.
Like warding for enemy jungle like verticaling or checking for ults and team fight my teammates position team fights.
Yep. Exactly. Like again, like optimizing the
That
really
help.
really fucking small things. That's what we are
Yeah,
looking for here. Yep. Do you want to look at another VOD?
sure. You wanna look at the
Let's go.
challenger one?
Yeah, let's go. I want to see that. That's
That
interesting.
was such a great game.
Awesome.
I can't even believe I play like that too. Take I DM'd you it.
All right. Dina versus 1K LP Maokai. Yay, yay, yay. Juicy stuff. I'm gonna delete these notes. I'm gonna type it in the top. So Hecarim. Oh my god. Hiccup versus J4. Okay. So really high elo game. I love that.
Super high. Yep. You look at my ADC.
Redneck Pope.
I
555.
think my Ivern got a challenger cut off after I won him this game too.
Let's go, man. That feels really good when you
Yep.
help someone get the challenger. I love that.
Especially when I'm nowhere near.
Yeah. Nerf Adderall.
Oh yeah, that was the 1K LP jungler. He
Yep.
ended 1K LP last season.
So this game, what are we thinking?
This game I'm thinking definitely play for bot. We have a Malphite top. Tristan and Pike can snowball super easily. It's a super volatile lane bot.
Hmm.
And Maokai, of course, probably gonna look for 3 camp bot, same side gank bot.
Yep. Chase versus Malphite. Again, wouldn't too worry much about it. Malphite is pretty strong. Weak side, even if he dies, I don't really care. He has TP, whatever. He's gonna
Yeah.
just stack
Both
armor.
top laners have TP, so it doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Yep. Early gank top, pretty unimpactful. Pretty unimpactful. Both have TP. They can cheat the punish basically. Uh, yeah. Also, Malphite is gonna be under his turret. He might get dove. Maokai can look to dive the Malphite, but again, I wouldn't worry too much about it unless it's gonna happen when he's no TP and he's actually gonna start getting punished. Chase is gonna get a lot of plates, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Maokai. Also, again, pretty boss heavy game. I don't know what the fuck Ivan mid does. I guess he roams.
Neither do I.
Uh,
He's a Chow mid Ivern OTP.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
He said he said there's lots of fighting going on mid. We can look for like he can look for solo kill or something or gank. He said, but I had no idea. I just kind of ignored the lane.
Yeah, but that's kind of yeah. I mean, that's how you always pretty much deal with these kind of like off meta picks. I'll gank it if it's like super free, but I'm
Yeah,
not
of
like
course.
making
Yeah,
any plans around it. Yeah, it's just like
exactly.
no one
If it's
knows what the
something,
fuck this guy does except the guy playing it. Yeah. Yep. But yes.
something really weird happened with the what the Maokai did this game. You'll see.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's really like he should be three camp ganking bot or same side ganking bot, right? Because it's super volatile. Thresh, Pike, Trist, double ignite. But
Yep.
for some reason, he full cleared to top.
Wow.
I was shocked.
Yeah. I mean, I see it all the time. Even when I'm like, especially if you're watching this. You probably. I don't know if you know him, Chaos Angel. He's like
Oh yeah, the
yeah, the
Talon
talent.
jungle min,
Yeah.
Talon Kha'Zix.
Yeah, he's like, I think he's been like rank one a few times. Every time I watch this guy stream, he's like doing some of the creepiest batting I've ever seen. But like a lot of like really high elo players, is like have these kind of like really weird gameplays they almost never deviate from. Like even if it makes no sense. So it's like not everyone just like actually thinks about the padding, even at the highest level. It's so fucking weird to me.
Exactly, yeah. Because at least this is on my main account. It's like, okay, maybe they're autofill, maybe there's something, maybe they're just diamond. But this guy's 1K LP jungle main.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know
Sometimes
what
I
was
just
the
don't
goal.
know what's going on, man. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, again, like we would make the assumption that Maokai is looking toward Genki bot as well here.
Yep.
But yeah. So one thing about the top matchup again, uh, top matchup versus melee. So again, Chase can pretty much create as big of a slow push as he can. So maybe he was actually looking towards Dive the Malphite. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not up to speed with how impactful bot lane is now, or something like that. So that's kind of the only uh, logical conclusion I can come to with this guy's pathing if he actually full clear toward the top. Maybe he had like a really strong slow push here. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. So yeah. But anyway, range versus melee. Range builds a slow push. Pretty fucking standard stuff. So if they don't build a slow push, like in general, like they usually do build a slow push. But the thing is, they have full control of the wave, so they can actually decide to crash wave 2, whatever, like stuff like that. Uh, but yeah, he's gonna be pushed up. Maybe they look towards diving on Malphite, but again, I don't care. I don't really care. The bot lane is always going to be more impactful, especially when I had Tristana as well. Tristana is really good at taking plates, taking turrets, stuff like that. He can really elevate the lead here if you do get him one. Let's put a slow push. Um, Mid matchup, yeah, I'm not going to talk about the mid matchup. Yep, just looking towards bot. It's a pretty similar matchup here. One good thing here is that we actually have cleanse on this Tristana, so she gets a bit safety here. Another thing is Ignite counters heal here, so another big thing here. But yep, we was King bot. Maybe go for an early ward, or tell my laners to drop an early ward against the same side gank. We can expect it, although not gonna happen. Yep. Black at 637. It's really cool your friend lets you play on his account.
Yeah, no.
Awesome.
Only a few games though, not that much.
Yeah.
Because he just wanted me to get the experience.
Yep. Do you think it's that different? Have you noticed any like
I
glaring differences?
notice main thing I notice is they're instantly ready to go in if you ping or if they see an
Yeah.
opportunity.
Fuck, I hate
Like
that.
no hesitation.
Bro, I've been playing on fucking OpenGG Jumpscare. It's so hard to fucking like force stuff. Like people in that
Yeah,
elo are like it's so difficult to make them force stuff. So
agreed.
yeah, that's
Like you
definitely
gotta ping
something.
them, then you gotta wait for them to for them to analyze the situation, then they
Yeah,
finally will
exactly.
decide to follow.
Yeah, if they do. Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw Maokai start bot, right? So
Yep.
I was pinging like his camps, and then I think I pinged for same side gank and Trista ward.
Good. The ward of the wave too. Awesome.
Yeah,
Stay
right
there.
here. But then look, they started like going really crazy, and my enemy bots. I thought, okay, is Maokai already coming? Because it's 2:35, right? So this is like the proper timer. But for
Yep.
some reason, he didn't come. The enemy bot just 2v2'd them past their wave.
What the fuck?
So I just thought, okay, free kill.
Oh, they're really low. I don't want to jump into this wave. Again, really good. We are walking past the wave. Awesome. So the wave is really fucking huge here.
Yeah.
Again, the flash is kind of waste here, I think, actually.
Yeah, I was reviewing this with my friend too. He also agreed the flash is completely wasted,
Yep.
because I was just more like nervous because it was my first time playing against
Yeah,
challenger
exactly. Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
So
I
I
get
just thought,
that.
okay, maybe they do some insane thresh play combo.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, every time I just want to be really creative with my flash. So again, like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
want
have
to
just
flash this
walked to
because,
the
yeah, we have already sandwiched
yeah.
them. And the other thing
Yep.
is we want to walk past the minion line anyway. Like, we want to cut them off here.
Exactly. Yeah. Cut them
Yeah,
off to the left alcove, then Pike can slowly get in range,
yeah. And one
and then
more
we can
thing,
jump out.
thresh level 2, if they just went all in, he's probably not going to have Lantern. Otherwise, this would have never worked anyway here. So
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
another thing,
He
yeah.
he has QE.
Yep, QE. So yeah, we actually don't get the flash of their fellas, which is really sad because now we don't have flash. You know?
I feel it's use flash.
Oh, he did.
On the bot
Oh, they're all in.
on my bot.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So then even less need the flash. Okay, but yeah, gank is really good. I love that we recognize it. Uh, yep,
Could you go back a bit to on my first camp, when I started my first camp? Because when I was reviewing this with my friend, he was saying to me, well, let me just let's just let it play it out a bit.
yep,
So he said he said starting red buff is fine, but he said once I see that Maokai started bot, because bot leashed, right,
yep,
and Jace came from bush. So
yep,
once I saw Maokai start a bot, he said I should have gone instead red Raptors to I mean, he said I should have done red Wolves blue and 3 camp bot. Because he said we win 3v3 and Maokai's definitely going to same side gank, right? Because there's
mhm,
no way he's going to full clear the top in this game.
yep.
What do you think about that?
Uh, 3v3. Yeah, I mean, I feel this is pretty bad guns at the start of the game anyway. But one thing, yeah, I mean, that's something you always have to think about. That we have to be able to adapt our opening clear based on the information we have. Like that's basically the highest level of jungling. Is that okay? We start adapting and changing our game plan based on the map state. But how I would approach this, I would just tell these guys to ward here. They would be pretty safe from getting ganked. We have Tristana with cleanse, Bikers E to get away. Maybe they could like go for a really aggressive flash play, but again, like there's not a world where they get double kill on bot without using all flash. I mean, even if they
That's
do
true.
use all flash. So again, like I really value, hold valuable my full clear as Diana. But again, like I want to play
Yeah,
towards the 6. It's a really easy way to get to level 6. And another thing is this played on current patch?
yeah, yeah. This was
Yeah,
really recent.
yeah. So I wouldn't worry too much about the XP loss here either. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like the way I would counter it is I would tell these guys to ward actually way earlier. So I usually tell players to ward against the level 3 or the same side gank before entering lane.
Before
So
one.
what I tell them, just ward before you enter lane.
Oh, like 130 ward.
Yeah, just ward before you enter lane. And I usually ping it here on the edge of the Dragon Pit. So it actually shows entrance from Riverside to the River Brush or to lane from Tri Brush.
Yeah,
And the ward expires around 3 minutes 30 seconds or so. So I will actually be on the bot side anyway. So if the play does happen, if I see him, then I can react. Then I can go for the play. Stuff like that. But again, like,
because
yep,
yeah, because what I was thinking was we definitely win the 3v3, right? Because it's a Maokai jungle, and I'm Diana. So I had thought, and Maokai is like only game plan, only like his win conditions is this game is bot side, right?
yep,
So if I were there to 3v3, we would just win the game off that. I would just get triple kill, and then game's won. Because I should be expecting Maokai to same side gank this, right? If he started bot
yep.
side. So that's what he was saying. He said once I saw that Maokai started bot, I should go red, wolves blue level 3 and go bot, like not full clear.
Red
Because
Wolf
I was
Blue.
also thinking, even though Trish has a flash and cleanse, is still like a Thresh, right? Thresh QE and then Maokai's flash
Yep,
WQ.
yep, yeah.
So it can be a bit like they could avoid it, but it's a bit difficult.
And they'd have to use subs there. So basically, what would
Exactly,
happen
yeah.
is Tristana would cleanse the Q insta and run away.
Yep. But I would think I'd rather like my bot to like play aggressive, right? Than them to like
Yep.
use sums and just
Okay,
play
actually, I want to think
defensive.
about this more. Actually, I do kind of like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do like it.
Because I never considered that on Diana Hecarim. I always full clear pretty much. I always like by well no, I would always start off with the full clear and then adapt like you saw I did 4 camps and ganked bot. But
Yeah,
I would always start with full
yeah,
quadrant. I would
default with
never
the full.
like
Yeah,
yeah, because that way I have both options. But I feel like in this case that would make sense because yeah, going for 3 camp would make sense because he has the same side if he's going to start bot side and the game's won on bot this game. No
yeah,
other lane matters.
yeah. But the one thing we have to consider here is that you will never be in time to counter gank it anyway. Maokai actually clears red side so ridiculously fast uh, that you might be there after the play is done. But one thing you will not be able to do as Diana is be there level 3 when like he's coming to gank. Because he clears these 3 camps so ridiculously fast. He goes red, he does Q on both Raptors and the red buff. He's like ganking this right now. Even before. So
Really?
if you're going for the
225?
yeah, it's really fucking fast. I
I
want
was
to look
thinking
up a
maybe
word.
like 230, 235.
Okay, jungle turn point 4. Is turn point 5 now? I think it is. Let's see if he does 3 side. Oh, same side. He clears those 3 camps ridiculously fast. Let's see if this guy. And he's clearing. He's doing the wrong clear if he wants to red side kick. So he's going for full clear, this guy. Uh, is there a high level bot? Kanavi? Let's see. But yeah. So basically, when you start on the opposite side, you will never be as fast as the guy starting on the same side, especially when you're playing against Maokai. So Maokai actually beats you really fucking fast on the clear speed. So one thing we could look for here, if we did the tree camp, is that we'll be able to kind of take the fight near our turret. But at that time, your laner will already be dead. Like the one laner will already, at least one laner will be dead here anyway.
Hmm.
So we do win the
That's true.
3v3, but we don't win the time to be here for the 3v3. So the best way to actually counter 3v3 here in this matchup would be to take the blue side and then just like predict the gank. That's really the only play you can make here, I think. I'm
Yeah,
actually kind of
but that's not
interested
like
with the timer here on Diana's part, but Maokai clears his 3 camp so fucking fast. It's not fair. Maokai is one of the fastest red side clearers, opening clear.
really.
Especially if he gets a leash. Yeah, it's
Because I was
ridiculously
thinking
fast.
Diana is a pretty fast clearer too, right? So I thought maybe I could match it.
But yeah, but you'll be taking 2 buffs. He'll be taking 2 camps, he basically 2 shots.
Yeah.
I think he will always be faster. Actually, I'm gonna test it out. Uh, he's a bit slower on this patch, but he's still really fucking fast.
Did that did Carnavi do it that game in that video you have?
No, he
Is
started
he doing it?
Raptors here. So basically, what you
Oh.
do is you do red. Uh,
Isn't Raptor Star standard with Maokai? Because E like 2 E's or like you can stack your E's before the Raptor
no,
spawn.
no, no, no. E-Star is uh, no longer a thing on Maka.
Oh. Oh yeah,
Actually, I
they
want to
did
test it
nerf
out.
him a bit.
Yeah, they nerfed it last season at some point. Actually, want to test it out if you don't mind. I wanna show the timer.
Oh
It's
yeah,
really
sure,
fucking
sure. I
fast.
appreciate it.
I'm just gonna buy it and fucking refund that shit because I don't want to play Makai any more than I already have. But yeah, that's something we have to consider, is that this guy clears his camps ridiculously fast. I don't think the rules matter here. Do they matter?
I don't think it does anything.
I don't think it matters.
You could just go like with the auto runes that Riot gives you.
Yeah, it just went with fucking Carter's runes, but it's fine. But yeah, if he gets Leash, he obviously didn't start Raptors anyway. Right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Maybe I could consider this like play if I was going against like maybe a Zac who's a bit slower clear.
Yep. Yep.
Like if Zac.
Guess Zac.
Oh actually I just gave Zac as a random example, but this exact this exact scenario that I just mentioned happened in the second challenger game that I played.
Really?
It was a Zac. He started red. Oh, no, he started Raptors and he did same side gank bot. And I also started top side that game because I wanted to play for bot. But he was also saying that game too I could have 3-camp bot and then countered it.
Zac did 3-camp?
Yeah, Zac did Raptors, red, Krugs, and gank bot. Zac was also full side. So same scenario as this game.
How much damage did my Q do? 283? I actually know how to do this clear. Fuck it. Let's do this. If you're playing against Makai main, they know how to do this clear.
Oh, you got it, I think. Just fade a wiki. Okay, yeah, this is really fast.
Yeah, it's really fucking fast, and it's
220. Yeah, like 228 maybe, like you said.
so my Q is a bit fucked here. My Q would be a bit faster.
Yeah, and with Leash maybe 230. Yeah, like 230.
And 230 he would be here.
Yeah, that's actually. Maybe I. Actually, no, I don't think I could. Yeah, I don't.
I wanna see. I wanna test it out.
Maybe.
On Diana's first
Yeah.
of all.
Let me test it out too.
Yeah, you probably do it better than I do. So yeah, it would be a bit faster. It would be optimized by like 5 seconds, I think. Not that much, maybe. Maybe I'd say 4 seconds optimized. If playing against a really good Makai, and the leash gives you like maybe 3 more seconds, 5 more seconds, maybe. So it would be like 9 seconds faster. So it would be 230 around there.
Yeah, 230.
He
But
would
then
be
my
on
bot,
lane.
of course, would. They would my bot would like ward like you said at 130 before minion, and then I can like tell them back off a bit and like run towards me, then threshold flash QE, and then I would be there in time.
Yep.
Because my bot can like run towards me, like kite towards me, and then I can
that's
come
the thing.
from lane.
Your bot can run towards you. As we saw in the
Exactly, yeah.
bot, like your bot was already 0 HP in the 2v2. So
Yeah,
if it was a
yeah.
3v3, it would already be fucked, especially when they were already pushing up. So Tristan always gets the push against Aphelios as well, because the passive usually.
I cannot turn back.
Let's see. I think red Raptor's Crom might be faster, Dana. What you think? Have you tested it out?
I think he was saying he prefers red rules blue just because he gives me double buffs for the 3v3.
I set my card in there a bit.
But
Buff
yeah,
doesn't do much though. Gives you what, 7 haste. It's probably gonna give you like 0.7 seconds on cooldown, and your E and W are pretty meaningless cooldowns anyway, because they are too long to be used twice.
Yep.
I think this might be faster though. Buff wolves.
So you did 239 leashless on Maokai, and maybe you could have optimized like 4 seconds or 235.
Yeah, this could
And
be
then this
optimized
looks
by
like-
like 3 seconds, I think.
Yeah, also and this is roughly also 235 then optimized.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah, I
not
think
nearby
it's-
the lane yet, so I would be on
That's
lane.
true.
Yeah. With flash, of course, a bit faster, but yeah. So Makai does beat you in the gank anyway, because he's starting on the same side and he clears his camps. Like this, a lot less time walking to Makai's spot than you
Yep.
walking all the way from top to bottom. So that's also one reason why I would like to place the ward instead of going for the counter play. Another thing, for example, I've done like I've done red Cromp into countering level 3 Shaco gank. Like you can just do stuff
level 2?
as well. Yeah. Yep. I mean you can do that. It's kind of matchup specific, but then again, like Shaco, he uses abilities, he's dead basically. And I have red buff on Graves. I have range character. It doesn't matter. Like we just win the 3v3. And another thing is when you're counter jungling or when you're counter ganking, you are by default in a winning position, right? Because you have the element
Yeah.
of surprise, stuff like that. People don't account for you. But yeah, I don't think you ever beat Maokai this gank. Especially when you have such a weak leash versus him having bot side leash as well. I like the idea though, but not against
Maybe I could
Maokai. Maokai is
consider-
too strong.
Yeah, maybe I can consider against Zach then, like in my next.
Yeah,
in
definitely
in
against
that other
Zac.
game.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he said that definitely would have won me the game. At least in the Zach game too. In this
Alright.
game, like you said, maybe a bit iffy because Maokai is so fast.
Yeah, Maokai is too fast, and he has better
But the
leash,
Zac-
stuff
yeah.
like that. So I think the best way to counter it, actually, I'm gonna test one more Diana Claire. Let's see if we do blue side into gank.
A new moon is rising.
So what time did we arrive to the bot gank or the top gank here? Like 240, like 237. 40 with a bit better optimization in the Claire.
I reached 240. I just did it right now.
240.
240. I was in that bush, in the river bush.
So it beats you by 10 seconds of
Cannot
that clear.
turn back.
Blue side didn't optimize the clear,
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
probably. Anyway,
Minions have spawned.
Break me.
I want to see the blue
30
side.
seconds until minions spawn.
I wonder what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be, yeah, it has to be blue Crump, Wolves, and gank. I don't think blue Wolves make sense, does it? Probably not. Because
Gromp?
you can hit Q on both Crump and blue, right? But you can do it on Wolves. Maybe you can do it on Wolves as well.
Gromp just sounds more painful because single camp versus Diana, with how much AOE Diana has.
Yeah. Crump is a bit buffed though in terms of damage. I mean HP. Plus, in this scenario, you would have bot leash as well. So that's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
to account for as well. I think this might be shit. Get a bit bad optimization. I think 2 seconds is pretty fair.
This is necessary.
This is a bit faster.
Okay, this is much faster. 235,
Chosen of the moon.
236.
It's like 3 seconds, 4 seconds faster. Also 2 second optimization here, I think. Yeah. So if you want to counter the play, so this is again like really specific to the Maokai Dyna matchup. You'd have to start blue side as well.
Blind to the truth.
He's gonna cut off the time because again, like there's a lot less walking. There's a lot less walking involved. But yeah, against Zac, definitely doable, I think.
Yeah, I
doing
agree.
3 camp towards bottom.
Or maybe if I'm on Hecarim instead of Diana, because I think Hecarim clear is faster.
On Hecarim, I would probably start blue as well, because then you get to spam Qs, right? I'm not sure. Do you have enough mana to fight? Maybe you do. They're probably gonna be pretty low HP, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be too low, I think.
Yep. But yep. This matchup, start blue. If you wanted to counter the level 3 play. But again, like how I would counter it is like the ward.
Yeah, I think that's much more consistent.
Yeah.
At least against Maokai.
Yeah, Marquez is so ridiculously fast. He's like, I think he's maybe the fastest level red side clearers after Shaco, of course.
Oh
And
yeah,
Shaco, there's like
Shaco
no
for
way
sure.
you actually get to counter that level 3.
Yeah, Shaco's like 215 or something
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
because he can double camp.
Yeah, and people still died of that gank, by the way, after 7 years. But yep, the ward is really good. I love that. I really love that you're using the ward every opportunity you get. Fucking awesome. It's such a fucking huge ward. So here we're actually doing the opposite of what I said people always do. They always creep for this whole quadrant instead of going for the camps here on spawn. This is really good.
Yeah, I don't want to desync my Grom timer there. I'd rather get the like sync the time the full clear timer
Yep.
again.
Yep. Another thing I really like that we are on this camp on spawn, so there's no chance that Markai gets to counter this or like kind of like cheekily counter this.
Yep.
For example, Markai probably wouldn't do this, but champions like Kindred, Kindred Craze can definitely do this, Nidalee, stuff like that, because they can just jump away if you do show up, and they can just catch the camp if you're a bit slow to it. But yep, also another thing is that this guy could get dove here. Because then what happened? Chase gets a slow push and create health advantage in top lane because range versus melee. Markai can look for
Yeah.
the dive. It's really
That's
good
why I
via
tried
top
to
side
hover a
here.
bit.
Yep, awesome. Yep. To be see him on the banger challenge award. Awesome.
Yeah, that word's been amazing. I've
Yeah,
been doing
it's
it every
really
game
fucking
since you
good.
told me.
Awesome, I love that. Because look how much information it gives you. It's so nuts. Like it's broken. Because what people usually do, if there's a gank here on the bot side, they always just go from here, they kind of lane gank. And like
Yeah,
lane gank is
just
really
like
hard
I
to like
did.
counter. Yeah. Lane gank is
Yep.
really hard to counter from your bot's perspective. But this ward is like it's just so fucking banger, man. Now it shows that he's going towards it. Raptors anyway, so yeah, your bot lane is safe here.
This is the one play I was like, even now I'm still confused what I should have done. Let's see it like play out.
I'll let this guy recall. Wait, is he freezing this? Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
freezing.
he got stopped.
Okay.
So I didn't want to like let him suffer because he's no mana, and the
Yeah.
wave's pushing.
Yep. So these
But
situations
then,
you have to be really fucking decisive. So
yeah,
we know that Markai is coming here.
okay,
He's on the Raptors.
yep,
Yeah. So we have to go instantly and just shove the wave, and then we can run towards topside again, like towards safety here and away from the Markai. But yeah. So basically, if you wait for too long, then we risk going into 2v2. And again, like this guy has no mana. Yon gonna hit 6 here properly in this wave. So
yeah,
again, like
that's
we
what
probably
happened.
lose. Yeah.
But thankfully we won just because Malphite TP'd. But if it wasn't for that, I think I'd lose
Ooh.
this.
Yep, that's been pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, we have to be really decisive on doing this play. Because again, like if you wait for too long, this will always happen. Like the Maokai comes and like counter ganks you, or doesn't counter gank you, but comes to gank both of you guys there while you're like pants down, trying to push the wave.
Do you think I should have not tried to help then? Because we don't win 2v2, and like you said, Yone's gonna hit 6, so he can easily set up or chase me down, and then Maokai.
Yeah, I would let this guy recall. Just not take this 2v2. I would just danger pick the fuck out of this guy because like we know Maokai's here and Yon gonna
Yeah,
hit 6 here.
and it's Ivor mid anyways. So it's not like he
Yeah, I
needs
have
to need the gold or anything.
Yeah, we do get the Maokai flash, which is really big.
One misplay in this fight at least is I should have waited for Maokai to E me and then I E back after. Because instead I look what happened to my E. It like knocked me backwards.
Oh yeah, the Maokai.
So right here.
Ooh. Yeah, then we end up taking the 2 red shots. We probably maybe could have lived this. Yep. Pretty minor misplay there, but yep. Definitely something to keep in mind of. Always be mindful of the abilities that enemies are going to use and how they're going to affect the fight. But yep. I was just going to run towards bot side. Our bot mob maybe looks recall. We can maybe just take the Drake in with this push.
I
This
was
is
thinking
recall.
about it, but I thought since my ball was a bit low, it's probably better to give them a free reset.
Yeah. I wouldn't be too worried about it. But yep, the free reset is good. But again, like we know Maokai just use flash. Yon just use ult. We can just maybe utilize the bot push to get this Drake here, and then we maybe help them reshove, and then we can reset with them or allow them to reset stuff like that.
Yeah,
But yep,
that's what I was thinking.
nothing wrong with this. But the issue we have here is, from our perspective, is that now we are done with the camps. We are not 6 yet. We are not able to gank this wave anyway, and like now the Drake isn't free anymore. You know?
Yeah. I usually was thinking just going crab and then maybe late I mean lane ganking after this.
Oh, we do
Because
get
waves
6 from the
bouncing
crab.
back.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize how to get 6 from that, so I thought okay, now that I have 6 it's free.
Yeah, exactly. Because now we can just force any fight anyway. They go for mid play, awesome. We just stick to it. Nothing we can do. Yeah, also I wouldn't be too worried about, in general, like protecting the Ivan here. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I shouldn't be investing that much resources.
Yeah.
This was something crazy. Watch this. This was insane.
No way, man.
This was crazy. Even looking back at it, I'm amazed.
Oh no.
Do you see what the Thresh did there?
What did he do?
It was insane. Watch it back. Yeah, watch it back.
It shows here.
So I see okay, Thresh is thinking he's gonna come and gank my balding that's pushed up, so I was gonna stay and come to counter. No, go back to when Thresh was walking.
Yeah.
After Drake. Right after Drake. Yeah,
So here.
here. So I see Thresh walking back to Bald River, so I thought I would stand in this pink water bush and come to counter, because Thresh might think we can gank, but now watch. Thresh knew
He
he
just
walked
walks off.
past this
Yeah.
what
He
what do you think
lanterns.
happened?
Oh, he
What do you
walked
think
past the
happened though?
vision here. Then took the.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knew there's a thin vision line there, so he stood on that fog of war vision line, and then he
Yeah.
went all the way around to dodge the pink ward.
Yeah. It's right here, like next to this.
Yeah,
It
at that
protects you
super
from
thin
this
line.
ward. Yeah.
Like that thing you see in like pro play where they go top
Yeah.
like four
Exactly.
man top.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
that
much the
was
same.
amazing. That when I
That was
saw that,
really
I
well
knew okay,
played.
this is challenger for sure.
Yeah, that was really well played. Your bot
Because
lane
that was
actually ends up
incredible.
winning. Yep. Yep. Again, like we can just force this Baron or this Herald. Yep. Really good. Not taking camps, going for the Herald anyway. Because again, like we are trading the play he's making here on the bot side. Really good. And again, like we have moving parts in the mid lane. We have moving parts in support role, top lane, whatever. We have freedom. Awesome. And Pike actually gets a kill on the mid lane as well. Really good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but now we can go back to clearing camps. Clear, clear, clear. Item, good. So here again, what I always want you to do, when you have ult, you have flash, you have item, just look for the play on the bot side insta. Again, like Herald, we have ult, we have flash. Just like go for stuff. Because again, like you are way stronger than anyone else on the map right now. Because again, like we are fed on Diana. So again, like
Yeah,
look to utilize the power spikes immediately.
I shouldn't be reactive when I'm this strong. I should be proactive here.
Yeah, proactive, yeah. Yep. Good. We end up clearing up the fight anyway. The enemy bot is just like loving the fight. 2v2 for no reason. Yep, we have Nashers. Holy shit, we melt this. Yep. Good. Awesome Herald as late as possible. This guy gets full. Again, map is in a lull state right now. There's nothing to do. We have no ult. What I want you to do is like hit the camps again, get gold. Because this is downtime for you. This is downtime for your team. Your team is resetting. This guy has to reset anyway. Again, like the only play we really have here is like taking these camps, getting some gold. So we do go for the top player anyway. It's going horrendous. Where's the marker this entire game? This is not getting plays. Oh,
Yeah, it's just the same as the Mauk. Remember, I said I should have held my E for the Maokai Q. This is the
yep.
same as that. I should have held my E for Thresh Flake because I can just walk at him. I don't have to use my mobility spell when I'm already. I can cut him off.
Good. We had E there. I need to flash again. I get it.
My if you
What's
like
up,
slow
brother?
mo that, I was like missing like 1 mana for E, so I panicked because I thought I
Oh.
didn't have enough. But it was only 1 mana, so it like in 0.1 seconds I would have it.
Oh yeah.
If you like slow it down here, you'd see. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
look.
Actually, like 3 mana.
So I just panicked because I didn't want to miss the kill.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm fair. If you don't have the mana for the E, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's hectic anyway. I would flash there as well if I didn't have mana for my gap close there. Like you're not able to track everything in the game. Yep. So basically, you can see how we are only now arriving to these camps. Again, like we are going for the consistent play. We want to be consistent players. So again, like after this bot play here, ADC's resetting. ADC's of the map. He just took a turret. Is really big. Malphite is really low HP. So I'm talking about this before. When we reset here, again, like not a fan of this reset. When if you take the turret?
After the herald, yeah, right there.
Right. Oh my god. So yeah, here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So here. Yep. 30, not a fan of reset. How to do your map? Camps up. It caps. So again, like the reason why we have nothing going on at the map. Well, obviously he's gonna reset after taking 5 plates on the turret with you. Herald play, double kill. Marco gets really chunked here as we are recalling. There's no play to be made. Again, another thing is ult economy. We don't have any. Again, I just wanna wait for my ults, wait for my stuff. Again, let's really play around the ult timers. That's really important stuff here as well.
Yeah, it's like the same as the Hecarim game where Super
Yeah.
fed like 5-1, but I was forcing without my ults, just like
Yeah.
this. In
Yeah,
this
exactly. Like, this could have ended a
and
lot more terribly for you.
yeah,
than
if
it did.
Maokai did anything this game, it would be much worse.
Yeah. Yep. It's fine. It's fine. Obviously, it ends up well. Going pretty well. We do give advantage, but it's whatever. We are able to go to the bot side. Again, like what I want you to do, I want you to bring your ult. I want to wait for my ult. Again, like we have 4 ults, but you don't have, again, like we have one of the... We don't have one of the biggest ults here. But actually, Fellas is show spot. So I guess we just go 4v5. It's pretty chill. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the cheeky 4v5. Yep. Good. But again, if it was 5v5, we just lose it because we don't have the ult.
Yeah.
And again, like we are the fat Diana, we really want to have the ult. I think we are the win condition in this game. Maybe Tristan is pretty strong here as well. Yeah. This guy just... what the fuck, man?
An NA challenger.
Oh my god. Walking into 3 people. It's like that. Aphelios. Yep, good. Herald spawning up soon. Herald time is like 40 seconds. Okay, so we have to talk a little bit about lane assignments here. So, why are you pushing this wave? What do you think you're
Because
pushing this wave?
for gold, I mean for item. Because I thought if I could get this wave and next wave and then my camps, I'll have a mythic.
Oh, okay. Yep, I get that then. No problem. But yep.
It's like yeah, because it's my Ivern, so I don't care too much if he gets it or not, right? And he's already too late to get to the wave.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, then I'll have it. Yeah, I was gonna say, Ivan is gonna come back here. Or Ivan is gonna come down here. Take the CS, and Tristan is also gonna shift mid at this point of the game. But yeah, since we are going for item, it's fine. I don't really mind griefing my griefing my Ivan for an item. Again, don't really want to fight here. Let's see.
Yeah, no ult, low mana.
We have no ult, no
That's
mana,
why I
a
try
lot
to
of
danger
gold.
ping it.
And one really big thing here is that we have to think about how we use our ult and what we achieve with it. So, for example, the Herald fight. I want to have my ult for the Herald fight, but I'm playing such
Yeah,
an
exactly.
ult heavy jungler here as well.
I
But
don't
let's
want to
see.
use ult for something random like this, like a random river skirmish.
Yep. Also, we didn't see Mark at all. Mark can really turn the tables here. Again, Mark is pretty AFK this game, but yeah. Guess he's training for the top side. I don't know, man. The junglers you are playing against are actually pretty shit.
Dude,
Yeah, obviously we are
he's
playing
the
really
highest
well.
LP player in the game too, the Maokai.
Oh my god.
1k LP. And he's playing like this. Full clearing the Malphite.
Again, like be really fucking scared of like going this deep.
Yeah.
The team isn't here, so again, like be hyper aware. Every time we are going for the objective, we have to think about when we go in. There's probably going to be more than the fucking support here. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
the objectives of this point of the game are team fight objectives. People start grouping for them because they don't really care about these lanes anymore. Lanes are kind of over. Turrets are getting down. People just want to start grouping for the tracks here. Tracks objectives. So they are not tied to the lanes anymore. Yep. So again, really fucking risky face check here. So again, we really have to think about. Look at the vision line here. I'm not sure. We do see Chase here, but again, even when you're strong and your entire team is all the way here, we are walking into this brush. We are alone. We are so disconnected from our team here. So what I want you to do, I to kind of like wait around, maybe enter from, just like enter through lane to the if you want to hit the wave here. But again, like be really hyper aware of where your teammates are, and like I think I've said it before. Every time you enter river, every time you enter river, think of it as an aggressive play. Because river is the place where you most likely will be finding people, right?
Yeah, the war zone.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. River is the war zone.
I was thinking should be safer because I had a sweeper to check the bush and check if I was on walking on any wards or anything. So I wasn't too scared of this right here. But that left bush is scary.
Yeah, this push is kind of scary. I mean, they have Maokai, they have Thresh. What else did they have? Yone. Like, if you get caught, you get caught. You know,
That's true. Yeah.
there's no escape. We are pretty tanky, but we are not tanky enough to tank 4 people in a brush. So again, like every time when you kind of like arrive into this situation, so I think another thing we have probably talked about before is when you're like approaching these objective fights, you usually want to be on the same side as your team unless you're looking for a flank play. And if you are looking for a flank play, you need to see where the enemies are before you end the like go and face check stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise
Like you
you
said,
are the one
Yona and
face checking.
Maokai could easily be in there.
Yeah. And the bigger thing is like even if they are there, I mean, the bigger thing is that if they are there, you are alone. You're like disconnected from the team. You are opposing or coming from the opposite side.
Yeah.
So you usually want to like connect with the team. So you can see how the Ivan is actually coming to you instead of you coming to the Ivan. So the Ivan recognizes this. Like he cannot let you face check this because he knows you're creeping here. You know? So like really be careful of face checking stuff, especially when you're like approaching the object from the opposite side of the river. But yep, they concede this. Camps up. That's an necessary 2 minutes to trade. Maybe we could look for a tier 2 play here. Again, I think we talked about this one as well before. I want to get tier 2s at this point of the game. Like, at this point of the game, tier 2s are the dragons and the heralds. When all the other objectives are down, what I want is the tier 2s on side lanes.
Yep.
I want them. They give much gold. Muchos goldos. Stunner's going top again. Yep, just take the web. Good. Yeah, again, like here's another scenario. They are really hard forcing here. They have Thresh, they have Maokai, they have Ivan. Uh,
I should just
you have
push mid
Ivan.
here.
Yeah, just Herald mid here and
Yeah.
ping this guy to push
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
we are too late to make the display anyway. The Tristan just jumps in. If he doesn't die here, it's a miracle. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm just completely wasting my time here. And I have to enter in blind again too, so I'm risking myself dying too.
Yep. Yep. So here, like we have to recognize that when we are on another lane, especially this late in the game. Like earlier on in the game, like fights last longer because people don't deal as much damage. But at this part of the game, if your team is getting dove here 3v2, they're just gonna die before you have any chance to make it to them. So again, like we want to make the consistent play. We want to utilize them making a play by making our own play here instead of kind of like following where they are doing. Like they are making up the pace now, and we just don't want to play their game. We want to play our own game. You know.
Yeah.
We're on mid. Enemy dive stop. No way, bro. No way we are ever going to be able to make it there in time. Again, Herald mid. Malphite push top. Or what you can do even is you can Herald mid, take this turret and rotate to bottom with Pike and kill this guy
Yeah.
because again, like they are behind you
Yep.
and now they are playing your game if they do start following you. So again, like we want to be the ones who make people follow us instead of like following people making plays. Because again, like look look what this looks like at now. Like we are looking at this and we're like, okay, let's go, man. And it's never gonna happen, man. Maybe if we have TP, but even then, like the Pike does the TP, you don't have TP. The only person who's able to get there in time would be the Malphite with TP.
Yeah.
Herald mid. Shift to dive bot. Take bot tier 2. Stuff like that. Like again, like the possibilities are limitless, but again, like the main thing is we have to recognize that we are not able to make it there in time. When we are on another lane when a dive is dive is happening. Yep. I'm looking for the Drake. TP mid. If TP bot, this guy gets caught off guard. Awesome. Again, probably wouldn't want to use my ult. We use two really important ults here in this fight.
Yeah, right before Drake fight too.
Yeah,
We
in this
just wasted
pick.
2 ults.
Yeah, so again, like, this guy was fucked. He was sandwiched. We used two of the best teamfighting ults we have here. Well, I guess Pike is really good teamfighting ult as well, but it's more conditional than you and Malphite here. But yeah, we use both ults. Again, when I'm this strong, I'd rather have the ult for myself than rely on this other guy who's a tank player. You know? Or his ult, rely on his ult. But yep. So I think we are thinking about the mid herald here. Okay. It just dies. Good. So you can see. So this is what I was talking about before. This marker is so fucking disconnected from his team. Look where he is and look where his
Yeah.
team is. He's fucked here,
Yep.
and it's really good we actually get to punish that. So this is what should have happened to you when you were entering here to the
Right to the top push.
yeah. So again, like when you're approaching these situations, the only reason why you would want to be disconnected from your team on like the position where you entered the objective is if you're looking for a flank.
Yeah, and that's when you have full vision, not when you're
Yeah,
going in
exactly.
blind.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, we're kind of out of the fight. Teams are sticking it. Yep. Ooh. Yeah. We're really running out of Herald. So one thing here is again like recognize that we are out of the fight. And again, like maybe we can use the Herald on the mid here.
Yeah,
When
and
we
when
get
I got
chunked over
chunked
here.
really low, yeah, I could have just walked mid, shoved it in, go
Yep.
Herald.
Yeah. At least like shove it in, yeah, exactly. Like again, like get some pressure on the map at least. Like there's no way we can walk into that. Again, no ult. Even though we are tank, like we have 300 HP, so it's gonna help all the resistance. But yep. As in general, I wouldn't want my team to flip this. This is so dumb to flip this. 20 seconds before
Yeah.
Baron spawns. It's so insane they do. Yep. Oh, this is really good. Now we can actually get some prior on this vision on this Baron side here. Since they have to reset after taking this Drake. They do have the Hex Gates here though. Good. Awesome. And we catch him. Awesome. Yep. So again, if you do have TPs, just like go on some side lane. We really want to get like with this Baron, we really need to get at least one tier 2 down. Ideally both. Especially when it's such like core of the ADC, maybe we can get both of these. We have to move really fast. So do you just kill the entire fucking team? Pretty good.
Yeah, I think I tried to type to mouth to go top early and pinged it like 30 seconds ago.
What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, I was streaming this game to my
Yeah.
to that friend who gave me the account.
Yep.
So he was watching, so I was just typing to him.
So this is really good. I love that we are still like making independent decisions, even though we are playing above our elo. I love this. So us being here for the tier 2 is really good that we are actually pushing towards the tier 2 because again, like this is what we want to do with the Baron. We want to secure objectives. So what you do is you usually go for Drakes. If the Drakes are not up, then you go for the tier 2s. Then you start sieging the tier 2s here.
Yep.
So again, really sucks that our team is so out of sync with Baron in Challenger Elo, but it is what it is. But yeah, because normally we don't want to be like kind of hitting camps. We want to have lanes pushing out, but our ADC
like
was
look at
obviously in
top right
base, so
here.
there's nothing we can do. Yeah, we are
It's
just getting
just
out
so
macroed
bad.
by this chase here.
We're getting out macro by a diamond player too, because even I know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I think we sandwich them here. Maybe. Oh my god. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's a bit ambitious. So yeah, we actually lost the fucking Baron play. I mean, we lost turrets with Baron. By sheer out macro. That's sad. And we lose the Drake as well. Wait, there's no Drake, never mind. It was a ward. But yep. Just want to see what's been so wrong with this Baron play. It was just Tristana was kind of griefing it with the recall timer. Like, what the fuck is she recalling now? Because she took the turret. So it's really important that if we are in this Tristana shoes, maybe she's been long on the map. Yeah, she's definitely been long on the map.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
she had a
That's
really big
yeah.
buy. Never mind. Okay, yep, that's fine. But yeah, usually I want to be out of the map at the same time as my team, especially with
Yeah,
Baron,
syncing
so we
reset
can actually,
timers.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean this Tristana just jumps into 5 people, man. It's
Yeah, I mean it is pretty in with the Tristan, but we had like a great angle to like pinch them there because we saw them in middle ball lane.
yeah, there
So
was
either
definitely an
Mouth could
angle, but
yeah,
it's
but
usually not initiated by the Tristana.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
I was hoping for a Mouth and Ivor to move, but they weren't. They were just walking around.
yeah. And now we are kind of looking to fight 4v5. We don't want to do that. So the enemy team actually turned this around really fucking well. They get 2 turrets, we get 0 with the Baron. Actually, we
Yeah,
do
and
get 1.
we have Baron.
Yeah,
We're the ones
yeah,
with Baron.
exactly.
That's happening.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. But at least we still have the Dragon Wing going on for us. Wow, this guy's just running it, I guess.
It's just such a low quality game, and this is Challenger.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. Like,
Yeah, maybe just low sample size, just one game.
no, it definitely happens. Like, you can still have, like, actual insane Fiesta games in really high elos. Yep. Oh my god, what happened? What the fuck is going on? Okay. Yep. So what is your plan now? What do you want to do now? What do you think you should be
Just
doing now?
probably look to like get some vision and look for picks, because we're super strong. And then just farm until soul.
Let's see.
I thought I
Oh,
could
the
get the
Gale
3-man there.
Force.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would have been really good.
because of Thrush, Lantern, Maokai, Aphelios.
Yeah, I feel like Gale Force has got away from the old pool. There's no way we win this game without taking a single tier 2. That's crazy. Wow.
Not us, only one tier 2 mid. That was it.
Oh, this is
Oh yeah,
fucking run
that
through
Tris.
mid, man. That's mad. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we were way too fed. It was just a Yone. And once he like into it, it was over.
Okay, this guy's pretty fucking large. Redneck pulp. The enemy 80s is one item. Okay, I guess makes sense. But yeah, definitely here, just like think about be more mindful of entering dangerous areas, especially when you are approaching objectives.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's one thing. Um, disconnecting from rest of team and approaching objective. Don't want to do that. Don't. What else was here? There was some good theory crafting about the early pathing. I like that. But yeah, Mankai is too fast.
That exact same like pathing idea happened in my next game. That second game I played on that account with against the Zach. And there, I think it definitely would have won this game. If you want to see that one.
Yeah, we can look at that one. Brett, I'm gonna piss. I swear to God, every time I go to piss, I have some fucking crank revelation. And this time the crank revelation was these games we have watched so far. One thing we have to start considering more is the early options of both of our pathing and the enemy pathing, especially on opening clear. Opening
Yeah.
clear options for both us and the enemy. For example, the J4 game had the early ward for the split map.
Right.
Here we had the tree camp option, which I didn't like in this matchup, but definitely something you can look towards. And another thing is we always have to consider, as your friend said, we want to consider which skirmishes we win. But yeah, you also a bit cheat. You do cheat skirmish with counter gang. So like skirmish dynamics. So again, like the counter gang is always winning by default, right?
Yep. Because they have to use a bit of mobility to like get on my ball in. Like Dirt has to flash Q
Yeah,
or
exactly. They
Maokai has
have
to
to
flash
flash, they have to
W.
use abilities and stuff like that. And then like the enemy jungler shows up out of nowhere. That's fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
They're just blindly going in.
Yeah, exactly. Because they want to make the play as fast as possible before you are there, right? So they use
Exactly, yeah.
everything, and then
Yeah,
you
they
show
just
up.
rush it.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
GG. But yeah, we still want to think about okay, which 2v2s, which 3v3s do we actually win? Stuff like that. For example, 2v2 on the top side, it's probably not gonna go end well for us. I don't know. I think Malphite is actually pretty fucking strong right now. I actually think Malphite is one of the fucking strongest fucking champions in the game. I swear to God, I win every game I have Malphite. Maybe it's just because I love to play backline champions, but this motherfucker must be like insane win rate. What? But look at this.
56.
He's 56% in Masters Plus with 11.67 pick rate. That's actually pretty nuts. What's the most broken jungler right now? That's a big intro, right? Okay, never
57.
mind. Okay, whatever. But yeah, but this game. So these are the LOs from this game. LOs. So disconnecting from the rest of the team, right? Approaching objective. Usually want to just like you can ditch a wave as long as you are like connected with your team. So the moment
Yeah.
someone makes contact with the enemy team, especially when they have such high fucking force as your team, I mean the enemy team or even your team, you have Diana Malphite. So when you see the enemy, or when you are unable to be engaged on or engage yourself, you want to have your teammates nearby to be able to help you with the engage or help you with the play. So yeah, that's the main reason why we want to be really connected with our team. So again, like it goes back to the basics. We want to be hitting the target our team is able to hit.
And also for the other LO, like the learning objective, remember I was like a lot of opportunities I like missed instead of just committing to like instead of I was like remember how I was mid and I was shoving mid with Harold, but then I went to top
Mm,
for some reason, and then Drake I kept trying to enter the fight even though I was 1 HP. I had lots
yeah,
of opportunities to just do like a cross map play.
yeah. Again, like
They get
trading
the top side
plays,
play. Yeah,
trading
trading
plays,
plays.
fresher ganks, whatever. Yep. And again, we have to use like we have to always consider, okay, are we actually able to make it there? But when the play's already being made in top and you're mid, like that's a pretty good indication. Okay, there's no way. Um, yep. I mean, it's a really good game. Obviously, it's a really good game. Really high CS. I think we are like 8 CS per minute.
Yeah, I think it was like 27 minutes.
Yeah,
20
26
yeah,
minutes.
26 minutes. Yeah, look how much I jungled the Maokai.
Yeah, the Makai is actually disgusting in this game. I don't know. But that's so good.
He's down 2 levels.
With the goofy ass build as well.
Horizon focus.
Does it even work? Is it only for skill shots? Is it actually for?
I thought it's only for targeted abilities, like not like a team mushroom or whatever. That's AOE.
Dealing ability damage to a champion with an ability that is neither unit targeted nor auto targeted.
What does that mean?
It's like point and
Art?
click.
Oh, so not point and click. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
point and
like
click.
like
So
skill
it
shots, like
does
you said.
work. Yeah. So I guess it does work with E because it's basically a skill shot Makai, right?
Yeah, it's not targeted at anything.
Yeah. Anyway, like this build is kind of goofy. Uh, yeah. Yep, really good game. So, best things about this game. Um, what are the best things about this game? I really love the adaptation in the early clear. So it wasn't quite challenger level, as your friend said, but it's still really good adaptation. We adapted into the map,
Yeah,
and this is what I love to do. But I guess uh, with all the new pathing options, with red wolves, blue, and red raptors crump being a bit better than it was at the start of the season, this opening is not as like immediately as strong as everything else on the board anymore.
yeah.
So we can definitely start considering more options than just the standard red raptors crux, since the other options are actually being buffed. But yep, really good adaptation in early clear. Awesome. And the big thing is that we actually recognize what they want to do. They're walking past the minion wave here. Really fucking awesome. It's walking past. Walking past. Like they're all the way here. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, he's almost an tower range.
Yeah. It's like
He's
just
on the
dancing on the
cannon
edge.
minion.
Yeah.
And
It's
they
good.
double worded the bush too, so they have no idea where I am.
Yeah. But yep. Uh, again, like with patience with the abilities, patience with flash, especially early game. That's one
Yeah,
thing as
definitely.
well. There's
There's just
something I
more
learned when I was
nervousness.
playing a lot of Rek'Sai. Every time you use a flash, then you just feel like an orphan when when you have to gag the next time. Like,
Yeah,
it's yeah,
like some chips are just so reliant on flash, like Vlad, for example, or
yeah,
Rek'Sai.
yep.
Oh yeah, that Thresh too is 1k LP.
Oh, nice. I love how we first went for the bad ward, and then we're like, oh shit, right, this one is more broken, and it actually
Yeah,
it gives a lot of information. I love that. But yep, good adaptation with pathing as well. Like not taking the crump here, not creating the crump. Again, like really good stuff there. Again, the reason why is because you get to deny the steal on these camps here, especially against more invading junglers. So, for example, if you do find someone like Kindred Graves here, and you are on the camp on spawn, you have recall, they haven't. I guess GG. Like they're not gonna be able to take the camp and fight you off of it. There's no
Yeah,
way.
the game's over then, because they'll try to fight me because they think they're playing an aggressive early game champ, right? Like Kindred Graves, but then they don't realize I have a blasting
Yeah,
wand, so it's
yeah,
just all
exactly.
game over.
Yep, or they run away and they just wasted a lot of fucking time. That's the other option. Probably
Yep.
the more consistent one in higher elos. People just keep it up. Yep. Dana Hackram, really good stuff. Oh my god, by the way, this is all going to be on one board. I'm probably going to stop the recording here, and I'm going to upload it in 2 parts.
Oh yeah, sure.
So I'm going to do that.